Hey guys, Jonathan here, and today we're taking a look at one of the rarest LEGO Batman sets ever. And honestly, when I say that, even though it's not a Comic-Con set, it really is one of the rarest. This is from 2007, and it's the Batcopter The Chase for Scarecrow set. Now, this set was only produced for 1 month, from October to November of 2007. I can't really find any information as to why that is, but this was one of only 2 LEGO Batman sets that was released in the year 2007, so not only was it only available for about a month as far as production is concerned, not that many of them were made, so that means not a lot of kids got this, which means there aren't a lot of them floating around out there on the secondary market. That being said, the box here was given to me by Chris from over at Duck Brick, so thanks for that. He doesn't care about boxes, and I do, but the set I had, and I'm really excited to put it all together and review it today. Now, like I said, this retailed for $30 back in 2007, which adjusted for inflation would be about $45 in 2024 money. It came with 2 minifigs, neither of which were exclusive. The first is Scarecrow, who also came in Arkham Asylum. And we, of course, have this great blue Batman that takes a lot of inspiration from The Dark Knight Returns. And this only came in another set, also from 2007, which was also only produced for a very limited amount of time. So while the minifigure isn't particularly exclusive, the only other set it came in was just as rare as this, making it a very valuable minifig on its own. Just for this set, in today's money, used, it goes for about $280. That's used without the box, guys. For sealed, you're looking upwards of $500 or $600. So like I said, it is very rare and very desirable, and a really cool set, which I'm grateful to take a look at today. But before we get into anything, let's take a look at that really cool instruction manual. So I don't always show the instructions, but I don't always have very rare sets like this for instructions that you might not see otherwise. So here is what the inside looked like. Very dated, very stylized, you know, pretty basic. But of course, all the real fun is at the back. We've got the 2008 advertisement for the LEGO Batman video game, which of course would come out the following year. And then what else do we have here? Whoa, LEGO Club sign up. That's cool. Anything else? Nah, just the piece count. So nothing too crazy, but again, not something you're going to see every day. So now let's take a look at the set and the minifigs. Okay, so here we have the villainous Scarecrow, which was such a cool figure back in the day. If we lift the hat off, you could see that the head is actually its own kind of glow-in-the-dark thing there with that translucent green, which just looks so good. Of course, the hat does belong on there, and back in the day, we rarely got back printing or even leg printing, so that was to be expected here. Then, of course, for an accessory, we have his scythe piece, which has this piece, which is still in production today, that little sword piece with the clip, but the tall pole piece is not in production anymore. You'll see that it does look a lot like that pole piece with the little part at the top there. However, it is a slightly different piece today than back then, so if you were going to try to piece this set together, you want to be mindful that you need the old version of that pole piece. All right, and here we, of course, have the LEGO Batman minifigure. Now, this was not exclusive to this set, but for all intents and purposes, it might as well have been. Like I said, this only came in one other set, which was the other set from 2007, which also had a super limited production time, just like this set, so it is incredibly rare, and the only way you could get it was in these 2 sets. With that being said, it does have a really nice light gray and dark blue color scheme to it, especially with that dark blue cowl, which I love so much. The cape is nice too. Of course, it's the old paper style cape, and the torso takes a lot of inspiration from The Dark Knight Returns, which looks really great and makes this one of my favorite classic LEGO Batman minifigures from over the years. So, for the set itself, I wish I could say it was more exciting than it was. It's one of like a million Batman helicopters we've gotten over the years, but considering this was one of the first, it does have some charm. You'll notice the stickers have just a little bit more shine to them than you might remember, and that's because these stickers came from a replacement sheet. They do look really good, but they're slightly thicker than the stickers LEGO gives us, and you may notice on both sets that I'm missing just a few small pieces here and there. I've had this set for a long, long time, and some pieces just haven't made it along the way. Like, for example, I only have one missile in here, but that, of course, was an old Flickfire style missile before Flickfire was a thing. Then, of course, we have a giant missile over here that's spring-loaded, just like we've seen in lots of other sets. And as far as other play features, the wheels spin on the bottom, the gun moves on the front, but it is very fragile and can come out of there very easily based off of how it connects to the front. Speaking of the front, we can lift up the cockpit and basically just lean Batman back in there to sit in the pilot seat. His feet don't really connect in or anything. It's falling apart. The beauty of old Lego. They don't build them like they do now, that's for sure. But anyways, there you go, and the propeller spin. So like I said, not really all that exciting because we've gotten so many Batman helicopters over the years, but this was one of the first ever, and of course the historical value of the set does kind of help elevate it in a lot of ways. Although, it's still not the best, to be honest. Of course, I think Scarecrow's plane has a lot more character to it and is more of a selling point for the set, although we've gotten other Scarecrow helicopters and things like that in other sets, so again, the real value here is just the historical element of it, but on both sides we have little fear toxin canisters here. We've got one on this side and one on this side. There's also these like pumpkin torpedo things that you can drop out of the center. You just kind of have to push it through and it falls through, a little something like that. We do have some stickers, again, from that replacement sticker sheet, and there's a spot up front for Scarecrow to sit, and the propeller spins, but beyond that, not really too much special going on here either. So again, really what I have to reiterate is that the value comes from the rarity and the, I don't even want to say exclusivity, because there's not a lot of that, just a little bit, you know, of rarity going on, I guess. Alright guys, let me know if you had this set back in the day. Believe it or not, I was fortunate enough to have gotten this one as a kid. We found it at a really cool, small little mom and pop store in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where I grew up, and so thankfully I did have this one all those years ago, but I'm grateful to be able to show it here to you guys today, so let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on the next video.